Okay, well, I almost forgot to do a opening for the part that I ordered for my AR drone. I just finally got it in the mail. Yay, thank you very much, AR Drone. I had broken the main crossbeam, and so well, it was funny because I actually broke some propellers or bent a shaft, and so I ordered those parts, and then after I ordered those parts, 20 minutes later, I broke the crossbeam flying it because I could fly without the propeller. I didn't have a damaged propeller, I just bought some new ones. So anyway, I broke it 20 minutes after ordering parts. So I bought the crossbeam and I replaced it, and in so doing, I broke off the little plug that plugs into the main board. And I was like, oh, bummer. And so, you know, because this thing attaches like that, you know, plugs in there. So that piece broke off. And so I left an email for those guys at AR Drone. Could you please send me the schematics, and I would attempt to solder those itty bitty tiny, does this thing focus? Yeah, right there. I would have had to solder those. And so I was going to do that, but I wasn't exactly sure which one went where. And so I asked them to give me a schematics. And instead, they were kind enough to send me this part. And this is the replacement part. And I thank them very much. And so I almost forgot to do this, but I'm going to record this for posterity. So I have successfully replaced the cross beam, and I guess I should say a few things. You know, it bends inside the styrofoam, and it sits down in there, and it has a slot. And once I'm sure that everything works and all the lights and bells go off when they're supposed to, I will finish this by gluing these strips that stabilize this to the body. So they're not glued right now; they're just sitting on there. I'm going to wait until I make sure everything works. So you've got these camera cables for the underneath camera, and then you got the other camera, which is part of the board. That's the actual camera right there. And so that will go back where it's supposed to and plug into these connectors, the front camera and the rear camera. And hopefully everything will work. And once I get this thing put back together, it's raining outside and windy and it's almost nighttime, but I think I'm just about ready for total FPV. So the next time, if and when I get this thing going, I'm going to go to the park, I'm going to crawl underneath the blanket, and I'm going to fly FPV only. Because as soon as I master that, I'm going for the really good stuff. AR Drone, you're okay, but you've got a distance, and I want to get out of that distance. I want to get beyond LOS. So this is my trainer, and so far so good. It was just an unfortunate incident that I had to crash from 30 feet up and land perfectly right to smash that cross beam. I broke it pretty much straight in half. The parts came right away, and I was real happy about that, and I just put it all back together, but I was trying to be gentle as a butterfly when I connected this thing, but it just popped. Maybe it was damaged from the wreck, I don't know. But it just popped right off. And again, it popped off right where those tiny little soldering things are right there. Oh boy, what a drag. I was so bummed out. I'm not going to throw this away. This is still a good working part as far as the video. And maybe if I pay attention, I can figure out which solder points go where and try to make that old part work. But I don't know. They're probably correct that it's way beyond that. That's micro soldering, or maybe I know some people who can do that kind of soldering. But anyway, thank you very much, AR Drone, for sending me that part. And hopefully I'll be up in the air flying FPV. And you know, I know my limitations with this thing. You know, you've only got like, I don't know how many feet of Wi-Fi. So anyway, I know my limitations, and hopefully I won't crash no more. Okay, bye.